Hello, welcome to our channel.
Hi,
I'm Ali.
and I'm Abu.
Yes, and today we will talk about the Confucianism, and we have invited 5 professors.
Which are Junwei, Handsome Jinghong, Xun
Xunheng and Jiaxian and
Wei Heng.
Alright, so now we will go to the spot.
Okay, straight to the point.
Yes, straight to the point. That's all.
Confucianism is generally considered as morality-oriented thought. Confucianism is created in an ancient religious system and contributes to people of China in system of faith, ethics, administrative, and ideal. It is integrated into people's daily life, such as family, teachers, friends, and government. They does not have a professional priest to help them to do missionary work, but it is disseminated by parents, teachers, and administrators. The thought of Confucianism is integrating with normal daily life, such as part of life. Thus, many people confuse that Confucianism as thought of an idea, but actually it is a religion. The ethical vision of Confucius had run against the grain of his day's legalistic mindset. Confucius only became accepted as state ideology or orthodoxy under the Han Imperial rule in 140 to 87 BCE. Since that time on, Confucian principles were promoted by the colonial states to uphold law, order, and the status quo, while the Shang dynasty in 18th to 12th century BCE is the earliest dynasty established by archaeology. The historical era that Confucius claimed as important was much older. The scholarly tradition that Confucius' ambitions can be traced back to the ancient state kings. Confucianism concentrated on education as a means to attain value and status, and was decided to adopt in the 2nd century as the official material philosophy under the Han Imperial rule. Confucius' teachings influenced Chinese systems of non-hereditary officers appointed by a hereditary system of imperial succession. Confucius had been an object of veneration in all China by the 1st century. The Chinese conquest Confucianism spread to Vietnam. The Confucian court examination system for admission to the civil service was implemented in Vietnam in 1075. On the basis of the Chinese model and lasted until 1994 when the French abolished it. Confucian values, as well as other legal values, remain high in Vietnam, where difference and family properties are fundamental to social.
Hi, I'll talk about the politics for the Confucianism. Confucianism are more focused on politics more than Buddha, Christian, and Islam. For Confucianism have highly required rule in the politics. The concept that must be followed is sincerity, righteousness, self-cultivation, family harmony, governance, and peace. And in the history, when the person are training extreme for this concept, we would call it king. And the king in the Confucianism can be adored by citizen or believer. That three person that we call king is Yao, Sun, Yu, Tang, Zhou, Wen Wang. Only the person who can train perfect that can be control or manage the country. For nowadays, this concept also have using by many country and government. So, the Confucianism are against of autocracy and violence. For the Confucianism concept on government and create to helping people or citizen, not make citizen autocracy and violence. They think the citizen are owning the right lies in the revolution. They think the citizen is the biggest position in the political because they need to having the respect for citizen. They have one concept that the government using. It is the citizens are more expensive than the government. That means citizens are being respected. Manage a country are the task for government, and this is only thing that government need to do. When the government are doing worthless, the citizen having the right to change the government. The government is same like parents need to manage and take care about the children. Then now the citizen is the children. The education for political is very important, but the character of the government is most important part to well manage the country. The Confucianism think when the government become bad and worthless, there can be change and the citizen having the right to choose the government. And in the real life, the Hong Kong and Taiwan are using more Confucianism in the political. The country who have using a Confucianism are need to maintain on culture and think the right of the person are need to be focused in the Asia. If not, they will unstable in the Asia or whole country. That's all for our political.
Hi, I'm Junwei, and now I will talk about education of Confucianism. For over 2 millennia, Confucianism has been the backbone of the education in China and also in all around the Asia. The Confucian education system and philosophy is critical on the teaching of Confucius. He became an influential philosopher, politician, and educator during a tumultuous period of China history. Education, morality, and respect were among his core values. Power was achieved by warlords with the strength to achieve it. They recognized that, as to say it, they need educated person to rule. So the talent was the intention necessary to take care of control. At that time, education was traditionally only available to the rich. And Confucius changed that. He gave the commoner a chance to prove his intelligence and earn the popularity of the upper class. At that point, there has been two varieties of men, which is peasant and gentleman. Peasant think only of pay. They are always seeking external guidance and approval. Gentlemen consider what's right, look within for guidance and have strong self-discipline. Thus, Confucius gives thought a change. With a peasant can prove himself and evaluate his status by education. Confucius established a system of college and exam, enabling any peasant to become one in all the gentlemen. But it wasn't easy. The exam was divided by 3 levels, which is local, provincial, and national. Some students spend their life continuously studying and retaking the exam until they were great and old. Success within the exam means not only personal reward, but also for the complete family. Thus, for the whole China or Asia, school isn't a fun time, but it prepares someone for the remainder of life. Thank you. The first relationship, which is parent to child, also referred to as filial piety. This relationship is far and away the core of the Bible. This relationship is justified by the superior being taking responsibility to kids with their superior collection data and wisdom. During this relationship, the kid must be completely obedient and respectful to his father. Next, elder to younger sibling, also called fraternal piety. The younger brother is to be obedient and respectful to his older brother. The older brother takes much of the intentional responsibilities because the father as he tries to show younger brother within the same way his father has taught him, while the maintaining an honest example. The younger brother must do nothing to bring shame to his family. Next, husband to wife, also called matrimonial piety. The wife has the responsibility of not bringing shame to the family, similarly to the role of the younger brother. The husband, on the opposite hand, has the duty to honor his wife as he instructs her. The husband must also provide a living for his family. Next, which is ruler and minister, also called civic piety. The emperor gains his power through theocracy and military victory, but can only maintain that power as long as he fulfilling the desire of Heaven, bringing prosperity, safety, and cultural excellence to his reign. The last of 5 relationships differs from the primary within, which is a mutual relationship as hostile a relationship between superior and inferior. The last one, which is the relationship between friend to friend. Friend with friend, also called natural piety. The link of friend may be a mutual respect, which one become voluntary by being voluntary, learning the classic and showing the incorporation of Confucian either through his truth and action.
Yin-yang is the center of harmonization as the whole. Yin and yang is a present things and its opposites. So, such as male, female, sun and moon, and also the hot and cold. They are the represents as the yin and yang. We can consider that Earth is the ultimate yin object and the heavens is the ultimate yang object. It is important to balance yin and yang. In such circumstances, yin and yang will overlap. So they will not generate yin and yang alone. So we can see that the yin and yang is like this, right? So we get the yang in the yin and yin inside the yang. So in other words, yin elements may contain certain parts of yangs, and yangs may contain certain parts of yins. The yin and yang harmony is viewed as being in all aspects. So, yin-yang also used in the medical way, which is about 2,000 years ago. The earlier Chinese medical books, which are Huangdi, Neijing, and Yellow Employers. People believe that to maintain one's health, it is necessary to balance the yin and yang inside us. So, yin and yang important in today, which is Chinese traditional method and also feng shui. A very simple example is when you eat a lot of steamboats and also the barbecues, then the yang inside you will be very high. So that time your mother will scold you. You need to drink a lot of herbal tea so that you can neutralize your yin and yang inside your body. Many people ask me about the Confucianism is religion or philosophy. In my point, Confucianism is usually considered as a social system and ethical philosophy instead of religion. In general, Confucianism relies on an ancient philosophical base to create a common sense Chinese society's moral principles, structures, and transcendence in ideas. Chinese sociologists call a diffuse religions. These are not any church or temple is running to missionaries, but those society, family, and school. Confucianism does not have any price that got you about the teachings. However, it comes from your parents and also your teacher as well. Confucianism was a component of life of the Chinese society systems and way of life. Okay, the most important point is the founder of Confucius, Master Kong, did not tend to establish a religion, but interpreting and reviving the unidentified Zhou dynasty culture. Confucius perceived that the basic of social stability is the ethical behavior in the society. It is ethical core of Chinese society. In fact, Confucius extends the word's rituals to act outside the traditional sacrifice and worship rites to incorporate society rituals. Countersees and agrees moral norms. What we consider social morals today, he regarded such time moral and conventional traditional as the cornerstones of human cultures, and believed that a secure, lasting society structures could not be achieved in a democratic community. So that's all my point. Thank you.
The conclusion, Confucianism has many benefits and affecting many things and many people, especially Chinese people. There are some influences that I want to list out. Confucianism is the cornerstone and Chinese society and default into every corner of daily life. Confucianism is embedded in traditional Chinese system ranging from tribunal etiquette, law, and personal ethics. The common people will achieve excellence and become science through education and change. Traditional Chinese politics are complementary to Confucianism, and the role of Confucianism is to balance imperial power just as emperor Han Shen execute the good. Since the Han Dynasty honored the Confucianism, ritual law and etiquette has also stated in the past that ritual education is closely linked to constitution. Confucian ethics is profoundly rooted in Chinese culture. As a self-evident concept, it has become a way of life. Ritual education has penetrated the people and blended with practice and behavior, becoming a standard and criterion for everyday in rural areas. As emphasis on personal cultivation, becoming a good man can not only escape several pitfalls but also gain social respect. Modern Chinese businessman is not generally familiar with the Confucian classic, but often practice in flow of Confucius ethics into citizen business people oriented strong rule of man. Not every measure aimed at institution building, especially on staff ethics, concentrating on friendship, depending and feeling of employee.
So now, thank you for our 5 professor, and also thank you watching our channel.
Okay, so guys, if you like our video, please click the button below to subscribe us and like and share to your friends.
So thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.